Mind-boggling hype around Browns rookie Shedeur Sanders increases after win in Carolina. The hype surrounding Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders has intensified since his impressive preseason debut last week. Sanders, fourth on the team's depth chart, started in Carolina after quarterbacks Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel were ruled out with hamstring injuries, and veteran Joe Flacco sat out, as planned. Sanders played nearly 3 quarters in last Friday's 30-10 win, completing 14 of 23 passes for 138 yards and 2 TD passes. IdeaStream Public Media's sports commentator Terry Pluto said he's never seen a rookie generate so much widespread attention. Sanders is like, a rock star or a rap star, that his fans are fanatical, Pluto said. And if you write something kind of remotely negative about his performance or whatever, they come out and email you and try to text you, or whatever, to criticize you. The attention is just to me. It's mind-boggling. Sanders is the son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, and was coached by his father both in high school and college at University of Colorado. A projected first-round pick, Sanders fell to the 5th round and was selected by the Browns as the number 144 pick. Pluto says much of Sanders' appeal lies in his brand. He comes to Cleveland with millions of dollars in name, image and likeness endorsements, and a social media following in the millions. In May, Sports Illustrated reported that Sanders' independent apparel line, Too Legendary, was completely sold out in less than 2 weeks. Fanatics and NBC Sports report that Sanders has the number 1 selling rookie jersey in the NFL, surpassing the top 2 picks in the draft, Cam Ward and Travis Hunter. What Deion Sanders understood better than almost any other college coaches was, especially a guy who wasn't coaching at Ohio State or somewhere big, you had to, quote, create the brand, Pluto said. Remember, even when Deion played, he was prime time. Then he was coaching, he's Coach Prime. Meanwhile, on the field, Pluto said Sanders' debut was intriguing. I was impressed with the poise he showed, Pluto said. I was impressed with the fact that he clearly learned an offense in Cleveland that was much different than what he had at Colorado and more complex. And it was clear that he had the ability, at least against backups with Carolina and a few starters, to make some good passes under some pressure. So, it was a great debut. It was a lot of fun. Pluto said Sanders' performance drew mixed reactions. My feeling is his fans want to send him straight to Canton and put him in the Hall of Fame, Pluto said. His detractors say, that doesn't mean anything, it's just a preseason game. It's something in the middle. There was something there that is intriguing. And secondly, there was a whole lot of fun to watch for Browns fans. Pluto says the impressive debut shouldn't change the team's plan to start the season. I do not want either Sanders or Dillon Gabriel, their other rookie, to open the season as a starter, Pluto said. Their first 6 games are against teams that are combined record of 71-41. Remember, this is Cleveland, an average of 3 to 4 quarterbacks play per season. So, the short timeline, it shouldn't change anything. Pluto believes the team will start with Flacco under center. As for Sanders, Pluto says fans will likely get more chances to see him play in the next 2 preseason games. He may now get more snaps in those games, just to see how he does, Pluto said. I have no idea how this plays out, but certainly it's become a lot more interesting than I ever would have guessed. Shedeur Sanders walked into Bank of America Stadium like any other rookie. New cleats, a head full of plays, palms tempered by tape. By the time the 4th quarter clock folded in on itself, he'd done something the city hasn't conceded easily in years. He gave Cleveland a morning-after feeling without a single regular season snap. The win in Carolina was a simple entry in the ledger, but the way he played turned it into a raw nugget. Crisp throws that landed like promises, pocket patience that felt practiced by decades, and a calm that made chaos look optional. Hype is not a thing that arrives alone. It rides a freight train of clips and reactions and late-night takes, and Friday's performance provided freight and engine. A highlight here, a perfectly weighted strike between 2 defenders, a scramble there, a footwork poem that earned a bench-side nod. Each replay was a small gasoline can, each comment a match. Social feeds lit up. Barbershop arguments found a new refrain. Somebody in a group chat called it mind-boggling. And the phrase stuck because hockey and humility and long winters have taught Cleveland that astonishment here is selective and rare. What made it feel different wasn't just the statistics. Rookies pile stats in August like kids collect marbles. It was the texture of his play, an old soul in a new jersey. He didn't run to look at the scoreboard. He ran like a man who uses math, not magic. He didn't celebrate like a man proving a point. He celebrated like a man setting a table for what comes next. That quiet craft unnerves scouts and soothes fans. It's easier to cheer choreography than to trust it, but when choreography reads like instinct, people stop squinting. The stadium, occupied by a few thousand real bodies and a million potential takes, felt like it was learning a new song. When a rookie throws a dart into a tight window and a veteran receiver snags it, as if he'd been expecting it the whole season, it reverberates. That reverberation travels. In feeds, in locker rooms, in tape rooms where coaches scribble like monks. Suddenly the question is not, was that fun? But what if? There is a dangerous beauty to early buzz. It smooths the edges of caution and paints in broad strokes over fine print. Headlines want heroes, and heroes want headlines, but the season is a long, muscle-enduring thing. Pre-season heat can boil away into cooler, steadier measures. Practice reports, snap counts, playbook mastery. Still, something else happens when a quarterback moves the way he did in Carolina. The room gains a new belief muscle. Teammates begin to toss looks that mean, I trust you. Not just, I know the call. That's currency more valuable than highlight clips. Cleveland's fanbase, skeptical, stubborn, capable of crafting cold takes so sharp they become art, reacted like a city waking from a drought. Optimism here is not naive, it's provisional. Fans knew how to keep their cool, and how to amplify a good thing without crowning. But when the rookie's composure met the game's pressure and did not waver, the city allowed itself a cautious smile. The noise around Shedeur turned from curiosity to conversation. Coaches watched. Opponents checked film. The narrative, hungry for arcs and protagonists, started drawing lines. That's how myth mothers itself in modern sport. Not from one flawless drive, but from the way small moments assemble into a pattern you can sense before you can fully prove. A throw that comes off perfectly when pockets collapse. A 2-minute stretch that reads like bedtime for chaos. Those are the stitches. Stitch enough of them, and a sweater forms. People begin to wear it. But every seasoned fan knows the counterweight to hype, the long grind. Tomorrow's filled with practices,